Hi friends, welcome to ITFI. National Film Awards were announced recently for the films that were censored during the year 2019. Due to the pandemic, the Directorate of Film Festivals had cancelled giving out the awards last year and decided to do it this year. Before I delve into the details, let me talk a little bit about the general format of the National Awards. They have two broad categories: the feature films and the non-feature films. Within the feature films, they have the prestigious Golden Lotus Awards, Silver Lotus Awards, and regional awards. The award amount differs based on the category one gets the award for. Likewise, in non-feature films, there are Golden Lotus and Silver Lotus Awards. Now let's talk about the feature films. The four industries that dominated the award scene this year were Malayalam with 8 awards, Tamil, Hindi, and Marathi with 7 awards each. The Malayalam film Marakkar Arabikkadalinte Simham received maximum awards of 3 in various categories, including the best feature film, that is the most prestigious of all the awards. Priyadarshan Mohanlal combination couldn't ask for more in terms of recognition even before the movie is released. Last time they collaborated to make a period drama, it was Kala Pani, and boy, wasn't that a masterpiece. Now, for Marakkar, I had a mixed expectation about how the movie will turn out going by the trailer, and as I felt like the actors from every other industries were force-fitted to make it look like a pan-India release. What we have realized with the idea of pan-India release is that it doesn't matter where the actors are from, people will reject it if the seems forcefully fitted and the content is not good. Now, the fact that this movie impressed the National Awards jury members in spite of it being a mainstream Malayalam cinema gave me high hopes for the movie. Bahattar Hure, the Hindi film that received the best direction, is a dark comedy that examines the real consequences of violent extremism and urges that every human life should be treated with dignity and respect. Helen, the Malayalam movie, received the best debut film for the direction. Now, if you think about this category, the award jury lead had announced that 50% of the movies they assessed were by debut directors. And it must have been a tough competition for the debut director Mathukutti Xavier and producer Vineet Srinivasan. The Telugu movie Maharishi received the best popular film providing wholesome entertainment. I had talked about this movie in one of my previous videos as it had a hard-hitting message about problems faced by farmers. The movie had many logical loopholes but had its heart in the right place. One may argue that there were other movies that deserved this award, but I think at the end of the day, this category of award also depends on how successful the movie was in terms of connecting with the audience, and certainly it was one of the biggest hits of that year. The best children's film was a Hindi one, Kasturi, which I have not watched honestly, but the plot of this deserves a watch. Now let's talk a little bit about the categories that generally create the most controversy. Yes, the Best Actor and the Actress Awards. Kangana the Queen is back with yet another award for Best Actress. Now if you think about it, looking at the list of awards that Hindi cinema has got, there were very few mainstream movies that were recognized this time. Kangana is actually the flag bearer for 2 mainstream movies, Manikarnika and Panga, if you want to consider Panga as a mainstream movie. What's ironic is that Kangana, who generally locks horns with the mainstream Bollywood, actually became a saving grace in that category. I don't think anyone would have qualms about a performance in these movies as they were certainly best in class. Dhanush's Best Actor National Award was long due and it happened through Asuran. This was certainly one of the best performances of 2019 and I've talked a lot about it in my previous videos. In Bhosle, Manoj Bajpayee is a retired policeman and is living a non-interfering life in a colony dominated by locals. He is diagnosed with stage 4 brain tumor. When the migrant resident politics take a nasty turn, he chooses to take a stance and deal with it. This is a must-watch and also one of the best performances of 2019. The best supporting actor was Vijay Sethupathi for Super Deluxe. Anyone who has watched this movie and the performance of Vijay would be very surprised if he hadn't got this award, right? It would have been a bummer if Vijay's performance was not recognized by the jury, and I'm glad that it materialized. Pallavi Joshi gets the Best Supporting Actress. With due respect to Pallavi as an actress and a performer, I have a suspicion that giving away 2 awards, one for the Best Supporting Actress and one for the Best Dialogue Writer for Vivek Agnihotri to Tashkent Files, is politically motivated. The movie revolves around the mysterious death of India's second Prime Minister Sri Lal Bahadur Shastri and attempts to uncover if he had actually died a natural death or not, or as alleged, was assassinated. Keeping politics aside, the movie was quite half-baked in execution as well, and there were a plethora of movies that deserved these awards. What's interesting is that Iman got an award for Best Music Direction for the songs in the commercial pot boiler Vishwasam, which actually had some soul-stirring numbers for sure. Best Original and Adapted Screenplay was given to Bengali movies Jeshtaputra and Gumnami respectively. One movie that certainly deserved the award was a Tamil movie Otta Siruppu, Size 7 by Parthiban, and it did receive two awards. One for audiography by Rasul Pukuti and the special jury award for Parthiban himself. This movie was one-man show by Parthiban and was a rare experiment that certainly deserved this acceptance. While I don't want to talk about each and every award category, let's review the list of movies that certainly deserved some awards but didn't make it. Talking about Malayalam cinema, we have had Kumbalangi Nights, Unda, Virus, Ishq, Uyere, and Muthon that missed out big time. Hindi movies Hamid, Article 15, Soncharia, Photograph, and Sony missed out big time here. Bengali movies Ahare, Nagar Kirtan, and Abhyakto also missed out. The Assamese movie Amis and Telugu movie Malaysiam were a big miss as well. Also surprisingly, Kannada cinema couldn't make a cut this time, the only exception being Avanesh Reeman Narayana. There were some great releases in 2019 like Kavaludari, Gantumute, and Katha Sangama, to mention a few. I also made a separate video about these movies. Friends, as I end this video, I think this year was a recognition for mainstream regional cinema. Asuran, Marakyar, Maharishi, Vishwasam, Jersey, and Avanesh Reeman Narayana are sensible mainstream movies that were made keeping in mind people of all spectrum of society. I also think there were many critically acclaimed movies of various languages that missed out big time. Those that got missed out should never be underestimated, as at the end of the day, the awards are only as good as the jury who decides them. A different jury might have picked a different set of movies. Whether you like it or not, national awards are by far the most credible awards in India, and the names of the winners will be etched in history forever, whether they were deserving for that year or not. Let me know what movies you think definitely deserved the awards and didn't get their due. Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe when you get a chance. Thank you again.